Oh, let's see here. For a second half, well, game two, first half, it will be Opera Singer up against Gardener, Puppeteer, Acrobat, alongside with the first officer. It's going to be Brontal here playing Trump Card Detention alongside with Blink, it seems. For now, AWG are 7-2 in regards to points up against NGS. By the way, it's a best of 3, not a best of 5 apparently. I got it wrong. So right now for the Survivor side, we gotta need a tie game or a 3-man escape bare minimum to try to get some points back. Okay, Brontal, we're directly on in towards the game here, it seems. I thought it would be a small animation, but never mind, forget about that. Brontal here as our Opera Singer will be chasing after 9 here. Eyeing, not 9, eyeing. For eyeing as our Puppeteer, overall first it will be pretty darn fast. We're going to be able to get that Lil Lewis out here pretty fast too. And with that in mind, that's going to be a very fast vault over from the side of our Puppeteer. And of course, for Puppeteer as well, let's just say more or less he does have quite a lot of time here to contain around, but it is still an Opera Singer we're talking about, especially with how fast an Opera can actually chase up towards you. But it does seem like the Puppeteer wanted to cancel one of the Opera Shadow Leap in order to put her into her 8-second cooldown where she can contain for 8 seconds longer. But for now, the containment really isn't the best. We're literally just taking 1 hit every 8 seconds. So like it's already 1 minute towards the game and you're already 3 little Lewises down. Your Cypher machines are only 50% on average. And we also cannot forget, this is still Opera Singer we're talking about right now. We have Blink here to use if we're willing to do so. And it seems like for Brontal right now, more or less what we want to see here from him is just a very fast down. It doesn't matter whether or not Blink has been used. If we can guarantee a tie game, it's really all what it's needed. So Brontal, worst case scenario, 1-man escape is fine, especially after that 4-man elimination. But like you did play Hula Blue after all. So for this game, let's just say from a professional standpoint, at least get a tie game. At least get a tie game. 5884 will make it in here as first officer, but even for a first officer right now, can we get the hit is another question in mind. For Brontal here as well, it does feel like more or less in our scenario here, we definitely can buy a little bit more time from the side of first officer. Cypher machine wise, it should be a max 2.5 Cypher machines, but there's one survivor not decoding. Because there's only 1 Cypher machine moving. Oh, it's the Gardener. Is it actually the Gardener? Where did we get that extra 50% Cypher machine come from? But anyways, aside from that, let's see, 9 will be the immediate next chase. We do not have, we cannot contain after Titan, which is unfortunate too. But with this, let's just say more or less for 9 right now, it's overall not too bad for himself. We're going to be able to get the drop down there instantly to pick up the drop down. Around 3.5 Cypher machine done accumulatively from the side of survivors. And Acrobat Mochi will be able to make his way in. But for Mochi here, after migrating from a pro team to an amateur team, he did do really well, or even the team did do really well into making up onto the top 2 in the bracket A for this core. However, that's going to be a vault over there right now as Mochi still trying to get a little bit more from the side of Opera, wanting to buy just a tiny bit more time here, but it does seem like there's so much time already bought. It should be a guarantee tie game, but okay, there's going to be 2 for 1 right now. We're going to be able to get a drop down from the Palace. Can we get a red ball here? No, we can't. That was a mud ball there applied to us, so maybe we want to save a red ball for later. But right around now, that's going to be Lil Lewis here used once again. That's going to be Pala Broken. There's another product right in front of us. It's overall not too bad. But we cannot forget, 2 Cypher machines, 2 survivors here at half health. That's a nice flywheel on the side of 9. We're going to be able to get a vault over there, thankfully, and that's going to be an instant hit down. 4 Cypher machines and a half decoded from the side of survivors. That remaining 50% Cypher machine shouldn't be too bad to deal with. However, right around now, we need to go around and find a place to heal for the side of survivors. First officer may need to contain here for a little bit longer than we thought. If he can hide, that would be for the best, but not really sure about the first officer hiding up against an Opera team if we can move that fast across the map as well, right? So how will Opera have to play this? Opera has to play this by either A, do a really good warp teleport, or B, get first officer down with Blink. But during that Blink time as well, you need to make sure that first officer consumes the pocket watch too. So right around now, can that Blink come out? Oh, will it not come out? No, it didn't come out at all. But the last Cypher machine is at 60% here in 2-story. So I mean, Cypher is about to be done. However, the big issue, right? The big issue is we teleport out early. That's good as well, because Acrobat already tried to prevent you from getting a free hit for free, and that should be a really good vault down. That is better than how FPXEQ vaulted. But aside from that, right now, we should be able to see Mochi here becoming the next instant chase. With the next instant chase, Mochi, what are we doing right now? We're still currently trying to buy a little bit more time here. First officer has also used Garden Rescue too, and that's going to be hit down towards Acrobat. Gardner on her way in here for the Cypher machine. Cypher currently at 77%. Acrobat still trying to continue for as long as we can. Ah, Mochi. Ah, Mochi. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Gardner has to leave this area instantly as well. We cannot have 3 survivors at half health. No matter what happens here, you cannot have 3 survivors here at half health. But there's a shadow dance ready and remnant right down below. We might need to go towards the staircase here. I fear we might need a staircase. But for Gardner right now, it seems like we want to chair Acrobat first. And after chairing the Acrobat, maybe we can force the Guardian to rescue here as much as we can. But we cannot forget 5884 has used 1 pocket watch, so that's at least 7% decoding speed boost here from his 20% decoding debuff, if I'm not wrong. There's also accelerated decoding on our hands to use too. We know where dungeon is, which is the Ashgardkaish. And for Gardner right now, she's at the best place possible. Unless Bronto really wants to go for that first officer, I don't think it's possible for you to be able to get more than a win. Right now, what's really important is we do have teleport ready, that's good news. But what else do we need? We need to make sure that we can get Acrobat down instantly, or even Gardner right after the rescue. Right, so that's like a lot of things now on our hands. It's okay to let Acrobat go is what I believe. Because at least when Acrobat runs straight towards the exit gate, it takes quite a while. That's going to be a normal hit. That we do have Shadow Dance left to use, so we're going to Shadow Dance back, and that's going to be the bubble. That's fine. We can tunnel Gardner down. We can tunnel if we really need to do so, but it seems like it's going to go for Acrobat first. And Acro, we still have so many balls left on our hands, so we can actually try for Gawkai right now. Gawkai, there's going to be 3 pallets here left for us for you to use. We can slam down the pallets first and see what happens afterwards. But for Bonton right now, we're going to be able to make it straight towards the next pallet area here, as we're going to be able to get through. And right now, Blink isn't ready because we don't have Blink. We teleport here instead. And for Acrobat here, you still have another portal, but the pallet here left to use. That's no hit because Bronto wanted to play mind games, so that's going to be a double pallet there, drop down instantly. And Bronto's going to have a really hard time trying to catch up towards the Acrobat here on time. We do not have claustrophobia because it's a 3-man endgame, not a 4-man. And right now, Mochi's going to buy more than enough time here for the survivors to aim for a tie game. Bronto, it's okay for you as well, because I'll watch you need to decide, especially from last game too. But the question now is, can Mochi make it straight towards the dungeon? Mochi, that's no pallet mind game 1, but that is a pallet mind game loss. And that will, oh wait, there's no dungeon here. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I read it wrong. But with that, let's congratulate the tie game here then. Moving on. We're gonna have a look at the spawn locations here first for Game 2, second half. It's quite interesting from the side of AWG Survivors. You're gonna be able to see Coordinator at Bridge here. Meanwhile, the first officer spawns at South Bridge. Nameko as the anti-Korean at second stop. And then Batoru inside 2-story area. Yuri is gonna spawn inside Godkaish. And with this in mind, it's gonna be a triple flywheel here from the side of Cordy, anti-Korean, and the psychologist. And not only that, first officer with a tie turner too. We're going to be able to see instant detention on the side of our Ivy with Blink. This will be second half of Game 2. Currently, point-wise, it's 2-2. Yuri here needs a trim elimination to at least get a win to even out for AWG, up against AWG. Okay, where is Ivy going to go? It seems like we're currently looking at where Nameko is right now, who's currently upstairs inside 2-story area. For Nameko, it's not too bad even if they do get leech here, because there's a vault down area here to use, and staircases, of course. So with that in mind, that's going to be the first leech on towards Nameko, who is once again, I drank too much protein shake, but it is what it is. Kaoru here, instant chase as the coordinator. Overall, not too bad from the side of the Cordy, but also at the same time, we now need to think, okay, Psycho Cypher machine will be locked. We do see Psycho Swiftman nearby as well, and we do see as well where the where the first officer is too, but that's going to be one just stacked there instantly on the side of this Cordy. And because of that, we may be able to get quite a lot here from the side of Ivy. Ivy has a really good early game right now. We do have Blink ready to use here too, but the main question here is, can we get Cordy down on time? We have another pallet here to break after all, but it seems like it'll be more than enough time here to actually leech on towards, ooh, a Psycho who's caught off guard, never mind. But with that, I guess more or less right now, it's a huge map control game. We did not get we did get 40 stacks of elevation on straight towards the psychologist. Psycho is still on the run here immediately. We do see where first officer is here too, but first officer no item used here just yet as Kaido is getting rid of Ostracon inside on Northbridge. Sorry, not inside anymore, but on Northbridge. We do have flywheel ready though, so the question is, will the gun come out? The gun will come out. We couldn't really get revelation on there instantly as well, but at least from the side of the survivors, it's going to be a 2-minute game before you actually get the Cordy down. Even if you might want the map control here, look, the Cypher Machine will be finished pretty slow and steadily, and with that gun we already pulled so much distance as well, so there's nothing much for us to actually be worried about. For Yuri here, you could potentially speaking save Blink. Right, you could potentially speaking here say, oh, that's a nice prediction. We got the ETM behind the Cordy for a prediction there, and it seems like we actually managed to get it there as well. It's currently 2 Cypher Machines done here in total from the side of survivors because of the heavy map control, but does it really matter much on the side of survivors right now, who's basically not too worried about anything else? For Baturu right here, Baturu can go straight towards Ai's Cypher Machine to decode. But it seems like we're going to go back to get rid of Ostracon here as well, or even just forcefully decode that Cypher Machine just because we can. But that's going to be a leecher on towards our first... Oh, that hit the chair! No! No, that hit the chair. But for Kaido right now, it's okay. We can catch up here instantly. And Cordy does have a flywheel. We might be forced to use Blink here. We might be forced to use Blink here. Oh, never mind. We managed to get that down. But see how we said there was 2 Cypher Machines left. And right now, there's a total of 3 Cypher... Well, 1 Cypher Machine that's at 89, that's almost done. Another one at 83%, that's currently being decoded. And another one 65%. Who's the one coming to rescue? No one here, it seems, because first officer is going to be on his way here once again, because that was a no damage rescue. So with that, what is the conclusion of this game? You can always rush IV if you really wish to do so. Oh, that's a 100 stack instantly, which is a little bit oofy doofy, but not too bad overall, because even with Blink you can't really get eyes down because you're just not close enough. We're gonna be able to see who? We're gonna be able to see Cordy going down here instantly, but like, the Cypher Machine doesn't care enough. The Cypher Machine really does not care enough. Our Cyphers are so spread out across the map as well. You've one at Northbridge, one at 2-story, and another one at 10th. The only 2 that are close towards each other are actually 10th and the bridge. But, I would say for Yuri, it's really hard to map control. It's really hard to map control. You can try leech here as much as you want. I mean, it's okay, whatever you want to do. Right, but the biggest issue from the side of this Ivy right now is trying to get more than a win. Yes, you can probably get Blink ready on time, but like 120 seconds by a lot of map control across this whole map. It's really basically just you're giving survivors free 30% decoding progress all the time whenever you change targets, and you don't really want that. I is currently now looking for an item. He will get teleported on and he will get instant down as he's caught off guard. But I mean... the thing is, right, you can go towards Batoru right now. I'm just thinking whether or not this changes anything, because by the time that Yitin catches up towards Batoru, it'll be around 65. Never mind, we're teleporting over here first, that's fine as well. Psychoing a bit of a dangerous scenario here, but it's okay as well, because we see where Namako is. Should we leech Namako first? We do leech Namako first as we teleport back here instantly. Blink has already been used. 59 seconds on Blink is ready. We want to try map control. Well, yeah, we want to try damage controller as much as we can, but that's going to be 1 disarm on the side of who? On the side of who's this again? I keep forgetting. 1 disarm on the side of Ivy and Namiko right now. For the side of survivors, how do we actually guarantee a tie? That's a good question. I think we just keep pushing and pulling, that's all what's necessary. First officer can decode 2-story Cypher Machine by himself because there's staircases nearby in which he doesn't have to worry about anything. Really, getting on towards the staircase here instantly when Ivy is near you is kind of the go-to play. And not only that, if Ivy decides to throw her leech back towards where anti-current is decoding, look, it's a free-for-all. It's basically a free-for-all. Right now, all survivors are decoding a cipher machine each whenever they see the chance to do so. We're going to teleport over straight to a psychologist here as we're at 100% stack, but that doesn't matter right now because we do have, well, full health after all. We're teleporting back over once again to try look for first officer, but I mean, Namako is still decoding pretty well here too, and the cipher machines are relatively healthy. The only slow cipher machine is the one that's actually outside, currently at 40%. Psycho here is also decoding here as fast as they can. But from the side of Psycho, you cannot leech on towards that Psycho for another like 4 seconds. But look, the cipher machine is going to be prime regardless. Ides may not have an item, which is fine, but as long as he can pull distance, his main goal. Oh, can we pat it down? Nice. Ides' main goal right now is to get the coaster. We might have popped open there a little bit too early. I won't lie about that. We might have popped open there a little bit too early, but it seems like we want a map control here still first before getting anyone down. Yuri here once again trying to maybe double control here with the main body and with the leech. But for the side of Anti-Current, we're definitely decoding very slow as well on the exit gate too. But now the next question is, where is Psychologist? We're going to be able to leech who? We're going to be able to leech the Anti-Current there instantly as we're going to get the teleport over there as well. Can we get it this time? No, we didn't. Because we already got that revelation down too. However, right around now, that's going to be a teleport back here instantly as we do have Blink left to use. We do see where first officer is. Let's not forget about that. We're going to teleport back here instantly as we want to look for Anti-Current on the chair. But Psycho here being nearby does kind of hurt the Ivy quite a lot. We cannot self-heal here, Auntie. You cannot self-heal here. We leech. That's up. That's a nice flywheel. Sorry, no, that's not. That's bad. That is really bad. This will end up as a trim animation if we're not careful. We do have tonight is right now. So all we're going to do, teleport back. That's fine. Blink is ready on the side of Ivy. We can change forms and try look for Psycho. We can change forms and try look. No, we can look. We know where Psycho is right now. But that's our first officer coming straight towards us. I don't think that's a good idea. I won't lie to you. Everyone's on one side of the map. We blink ready, by the way. We blink ready. Do we realize that there's a first officer nearby? We leech. We teleport. That's a nice flywheel. We can get the blink down. I do feel like we can get the blink down here. We're gonna teleport back here instantly as first officer is nearby. Oh Lord. Oh, Lord. But that just means Psycho can open the gate, no? And first officer can get the rescue here if that's the case. Yuri, you have to look for first officer here immediately. But the tension is going to be over no matter what happens as we're trying to lock both gates right now. It does seem like we want to play how Faf played, but that will be first officer out because your stack on that revelation is going to be very slow because there's a Namiko on chair. And Baturu right now coming for the rescue instantly for the 3-man endgame. Can we actually get is now the biggest question in mind. I don't think it's going to be possible here, but we can definitely still go for a try here. Anyways, Baturu here, we're going to be on our way. It's okay, no problem at all. It seems like we're not going to go for a rescue after all. And from our side note right now, because the Anti-Current is on chair, doesn't matter too much. We don't get stacks as fast. Let's congratulate a tie game here and moving on. Okay, Yuri for game 3 first half. You're going to be able to see a geisha here up against a puppeteer, up against a female dancer, a mercenary, and of course that embalmer. With that then, the spawn location, it's not too bad, but embalmer, I think just one coffin drop and we run either right or left towards beach or towards the side entrance of Big Boat 2. But with that in mind, it's going to be Warp Geisha on the side of Yuri because of that Embalmer, it seems. But with that in mind, let's move on. This will be AWG versus NGS. Currently, Yuri needs to return a 4-man elimination or else the game will be over. So for this Geisha right now, that's a lot on hand. Okay then, in towards the game we go instantly. This will be Yuri here as the instant... who's Yuri gonna chase? I don't see, but I see that female dancer. Oh, by the way, female dancer's music box is going to get an optimization as well, so don't forget about that too. Well, it's a skin optimization, by the way. It's not a buffer and debuff, so just keep that in mind. Kaido becoming the instant next chase. We're going to have to get rid of all the music box here possible, but we are still close towards one of our rescuers, so that does come off as quite a bit of an issue. It is quite a lot of distance pulled still. But the music box will still pose, however, somewhat of a threat here, as we're going to be able to get the vault over there instantly and the ballet right out of the area. But the only issue is Yuri didn't have any butterflies here left on her hands to use, or else this Geisha definitely will be able to get a first hit pretty early on too. But that will be a flywheel, nice dodge, and another butterfly there forced out of that Geisha. Geisha now, another 9 seconds left until she can actually make the dash, because she's no butterfly else to use. But that's a very, very, very slow warp usage, as in, like, the warp was precise, but we didn't get through it on time. That's the thing. We kind of had to move back and forward twice for that warp. And right around now, charge attack hit will be able to bring the female dancer down. But look at the Cypher Machine, 2.5 with no abnormal as well. This is really, really, really not good on the side of Geisha. Geisha, yes, we can charge near close towards the Cypher. However, this just means that there's more time for Merc to decode. We want Merc to stop decoding as well, as Merc is going to try hide. He vaulted over that window as well, by the way. We see bottom left. He's going to try hide around for a little bit to buy more time for the survivors to decode. I do think as well, right? Look, if AWG get a 3-man escape here, I think it's Woofus Doofus. I think it's Woofus Doofus. All next game that AWG's Hunter Yukakina has to get is a 1-man elimination. So overall, it's not too bad. However, right now for Yuri, what are we looking at still? We're trying to find some sort of opportunities here to arise. Right, but for eyes right now, it's a very good usage of the blood trails to try bait Geisha, and also just to try and buy a little bit more time for ourselves. We're going to be able to elbow pad number 1 here, make it a little bit closer towards the chair before we actually get hit. So only 1 elbow pad here has been used. We probably will have to use another one just to get out of the way as well, but with that in mind, Kaido should be able to get out on time. We need to run towards the corner, as far away from the Cypher Machine here on Merc's side as possible. And by the time Kaido gets chaired here, it'll be probably last 3 Cypher Machines at like 80% overall from the last 3. So that's going to be Kaido going down. We're going to be able to get a pickup right here. Let's see, can we get 80%? No, we can't. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, 75% on average isn't too bad by the time that Kaido is eliminated. For now, we're still worried about Warp. Warp still does come as quite a bit of an issue. We're going to teleport over here first for the Embalmer. Embalmer does have self-heal, so no issues at all. But the thing is, his coffin brings him back towards Big Bolt, which does come off as quite the issue. Ooh, didn't really win the Panamon game there, unfortunately. And right around now, Batoru, how much can we actually get off this right now is another issue at hand. We're going to be able to get the butterfly there. Ooh, but no pallet stun. That's a little bit unfortunate. Do we want to embalm here? It's possible, but I think we should embalm here. I do think we should embalm here, because it seems like Eyes is just going to start a new Cypher Machine by himself anyways. So Embalmer here will embalm, and we're probably going to get Nameko to decode Big Bolt instead. Not chasing after Embalmer is a really bad idea. You have to chase after Embalmer here no matter what. But the question is, can we get on? Yes, we can. That's a really good butterfly there. But by the time you actually get back to the down, Merc's Cypher Machine will be at around like 40-50%. So that's also another question in mind. Oh, wait a second. We were worried about the flywheel on the side of Batoru, but the flywheel did come out anyway, so it doesn't really matter there too much. Jaradake didn't hit. Oh, charge attack hit there, didn't really hit at all. And now we're still trying to play Palamine games here as much as we can. That's a very nice cancellation on that butterfly. And with that, it'll be a 60% Cypher Machine instead of 40% Cypher Machine on the side of Mercenary. Nameko already on his way here for the rescue. We probably will be able to see a teleport from the side of Yuri just to try and aim for that, map control type. Get Mercenary down and try Slug. But it's not going to be another 4 seconds until we can actually teleport. We're trying to scout out to see where Puppeteer is coming from. And Yuri seems like she's not willing to teleport. We want to save it for endgame. Fair enough. Since we want to get Embalmer down ASAP and teleport for the 3-man elimination. But if that's the case, next game your survivor needs a 4-man escaping exchange. So we're going to be able to pop open here instantly from the side of... Ooh, nice butterfly. Nice butterfly. And that will be Merc down here as well. No elbow pad. All elbow pads used actually. But I mean, Nameko's going to try run straight towards Big Bolt. My question now is, can we get a 3-man escape? Because we can definitely back to a rescue. That's 100% for sure. I'm not saying you can't. But Embalmer's gate is open. If we actually commit to this, I think it might be really bad for Yuri. Yuri's going to go for it right now. Ooh, that's a backdoor rescue there, and it seems like all hopes here will be lost instantly. The other gate hasn't been opened just yet, so we need to kind of split up here from the side of AWG. If Nameko gets found here, it's fine. He has... Oh no, Yuri, behind you. Behind you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Nameko is still trying to get to Nice here for as long as he can, but it seems like he'll be found here instantly as well. But it's okay, we've one little Lewis there left to use, and that will be the Lewis of hope here that we needed as well. Hold on, he's gonna go down here instantly. Bosh! We have Embalmer's coffin. That coffin! Oh my god. And that's a 3-man escape. Oh no. And that's gonna be the end of AWG. Oh, that's congratulating AWG for winning. Moving on.